Hello, aspiring chemists. Welcome to this exciting session on synapse. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of aldehydes and ketones from your Class 11G Advanced Chemistry syllabus. Specifically, we'll unravel the mysteries of their oxidation reactions. This topic is fundamental for understanding organic transformations and is a favorite for competitive exams. We'll embark on a 4-level journey, starting with the basics, moving to medium, hard, and finally, the hardest concepts, equipping you with the knowledge to ace any challenge. Let's begin. Let's kick things off with the easy level. Here, we'll establish the foundational understanding of how aldehydes and ketones behave under oxidation. Oxidation in organic chemistry is a broad concept, but for aldehydes and ketones, it primarily means increasing the oxygen content or reducing hydrogen. Aldehydes, with their unique CH bond on the carbonyl carbon, are incredibly susceptible to oxidation. Think of it like a weak link that's easy to break. This allows them to be readily converted into carboxylic acids even with mild oxidizing agents. We'll look at two famous examples, Toland's reagent, which gives a striking silver mirror, and Fehling's solution, producing a distinct red precipitate. These reactions are not just theoretical, they're the basis for distinguishing aldehydes from ketones in the lab. Remember, a CH bond is key here. Now, let's contrast this with ketones. Unlike aldehydes, ketones lack that easily oxidizable CH bond directly attached to the carbonyl carbon. This structural difference makes them much more resistant to oxidation. Under mild conditions, ketones largely remain unreactive. To oxidize a ketone, you need far more aggressive conditions, strong oxidizing agents like hot concentrated potassium permanganate or dichromate. These powerful reagents force the molecule to break a carbon-carbon bond, leading to a mixture of smaller carboxylic acids. This difference in reactivity is crucial, not just for understanding reactions, but also for identifying these functional groups. Time to test your understanding of the basics. Here are 3 practice questions. Pause the video, try to solve them, and then check your answers. These questions will help solidify your grasp on the easy concepts of aldehyde and ketone oxidation. Good luck! Ready to go a bit deeper? Welcome to the medium level, where we'll explore mechanisms and more complex reactions. At the medium level, we delve into the why behind aldehyde oxidation. In aqueous environments, aldehydes often form hydrates, which are geminal diols. It's these hydrates that are more readily oxidized, acting as an intermediate step. The CH bond of this hydrate is particularly susceptible to the oxidizing agent, leading to the formation of a carboxylic acid. This mechanism provides a clearer picture of the electron flow and bond breaking involved. Furthermore, for ketones, when we use strong oxidants, the C-to-C bond cleavage isn't random. It often follows Popoff's rule, which generally states that the carbonyl group stays with the smaller alkyl group during cleavage, though this is a simplification we'll refine later. Moving on to a fascinating reaction, the Baeyer-Villiger oxidation. This isn't just about breaking bonds, it's about rearranging them. Here, ketones and even aldehydes, when treated with peroxy acids like MCPBA, transform into esters or carboxylic acids, respectively. The magic lies in a group migrating from the carbonyl carbon to an oxygen atom. The migratory aptitude dictates which group moves, with tertiary alkyl groups being more prone to migration than primary ones. This reaction is a powerful tool in organic synthesis for creating new CO bonds and expanding rings, for example, converting cyclohexanone into a cyclic ester called caprolactone. We also briefly touch upon alpha-hydroxycarbonyls, which have specific oxidation pathways due to their unique structure. Understanding these reactions isn't just about memorizing products, it's about appreciating their utility in synthesizing complex molecules. For instance, Converting an aldehyde to a carboxylic acid is a fundamental step in many synthetic pathways. The Baeyer-Villiger oxidation allows us to transform a ketone into an ester, a different functional group entirely, opening up new synthetic avenues. Similarly, the specific oxidation of alpha-hydroxycarbonyls to diketones or through cleavage by periodic acid provides targeted ways to modify molecular structures. These reactions are the building blocks for creating diverse organic compounds. Now, it's time to consolidate your medium-level knowledge. Here are 5 practice questions that will challenge your understanding of mechanisms and specific reactions like Baeyer-Villiger oxidation. Take your time, think critically, and apply what you've learned. Good luck, and remember, practice is key. Alright, let's turn up the heat. We are now entering the hard level, where we'll dissect mechanisms and explore more intricate aspects of oxidation. At the hard level, we dive into the nitty-gritty details of the classical tests. The Tollens test, giving a silver mirror, involves a fascinating hydride transfer from the deprotonated aldehyde hydrate to the silver complex. This step is crucial for the reduction of Ag+ to metallic silver. Similarly, the Fehling's test, producing a red cuprous oxide precipitate, relies on the oxidation of the aldehyde by a copper tartrate complex. Understanding these specific electron movements and intermediate formations is vital for G-advanced. We also revisit Popoff's rule, emphasizing that while it's a guide, the actual C-to-C cleavage in ketones is influenced by both steric and electronic factors, leading to specific dicarboxylic acids from cyclic ketones. The Baeyer-Villiger oxidation is not just a migration, it's a beautifully orchestrated rearrangement. The mechanism starts with the nucleophilic attack of the peroxy acid on the carbonyl carbon, forming a Crigi intermediate. The crucial step is the one to shift of an alkyl or aryl group from the carbonyl carbon to the electron-deficient oxygen of the peroxy acid, accompanied by the departure of a carboxylate anion. This migratory aptitude, the preference of one group over another to migrate, is governed by its ability to stabilize a positive charge in the transition state, with tertiary groups migrating more readily than methyl. This detailed understanding is essential for predicting products and designing syntheses. When dealing with alpha, beta-unsaturated aldehydes and ketones, selectivity is paramount. These molecules possess both a carbonyl group and a carbon-carbon double bond, both of which can be oxidized. To selectively oxidize only the aldehyde to a carboxylic acid without touching the double bond, we employ mild and specific reagents like silver oxide in aqueous sodium hydroxide. Stronger oxidants would, unfortunately, attack both functional groups. Another powerful and specific oxidation is with selenium dioxide, SiO2. This reagent targets activated methylene or methyl groups adjacent to carbonyls, transforming them into alpha-decarbonyl compounds, which are valuable synthetic intermediates. These selective strategies are the hallmarks of advanced organic synthesis. You've tackled the hard concepts, now it's time to apply them. Here are 7 challenging practice questions designed to test your understanding of detailed mechanisms, migratory aptitudes, and selective oxidation strategies. Work through them meticulously, paying attention to reagents and conditions. This is where your G-advanced preparation truly shines. Good luck! Welcome, elite learners, to the hardest level. Here, we'll push the boundaries of knowledge, exploring competitive level depth and intricate chemical insights. At the hardest level, we delve into advanced oxidizing agents and their nuanced selectivities. While Jones reagent is known for oxidizing alcohols, it rapidly converts aldehydes to carboxylic acids, showcasing its potency. A more subtle and powerful reaction for aldehydes is the Tishchenko reaction, where 2 aldehyde molecules disproportionate in the presence of an aluminum alkoxide catalyst to form an ester directly. This is a remarkable intermolecular hydride transfer. Beyond controlled lab conditions, we also look at autooxidation, where aldehydes react with atmospheric oxygen via a radical mechanism to form peroxy acids, which can then further oxidize other molecules. This process is often responsible for the degradation of organic compounds over time, impacting their shelf life and properties. The interplay of light and oxygen introduces another layer of complexity. Photooxidation of ketones, particularly with singlet oxygen, leads to the formation of hydroperoxides or cleavage products, often via Na reactions. This is a significant pathway in atmospheric chemistry and material degradation. Furthermore, we consider the oxidative cleavage of 1,2-decarbonyl compounds. These structures, containing adjacent carbonyl groups, can be cleaved by reagents like hydrogen peroxide in alkaline conditions or even periodic acid, yielding carboxylic acids. Understanding these pathways is crucial for predicting products in complex molecules and for designing targeted synthetic routes that involve the degradation of specific carbon frameworks. In the realm of complex synthesis, oxidation reactions are not isolated steps but part of a grand design. Retrosynthetic analysis often involves disconnecting an ester or carboxylic acid to trace back to a ketone or aldehyde via oxidation. This thought process is fundamental for devising efficient synthetic routes. A critical aspect here is the use of protecting groups. If a molecule has multiple functional groups, some of which are sensitive to oxidation, they must be temporarily protected to allow selective oxidation of another group. For instance, an aldehyde can be temporarily converted into an acetyl, which is stable to many oxidants, and then regenerated later. This strategic use of protection and deprotection is a hallmark of sophisticated organic synthesis. The Baeyer-Villiger reaction also offers fascinating stereochemical insights. If the migrating group is chiral, its configuration is retained, making it a valuable tool for chiral synthesis. Beyond the lab, the oxidation of aldehydes and ketones holds immense biological and industrial significance. In biological systems, enzymes like aldehyde dehydrogenases are vital for metabolizing and detoxifying aldehydes, such as the conversion of acetaldehyde from alcohol to acetic acid. This enzymatic oxidation is a cornerstone of metabolic pathways. Industrially, these reactions are scaled up to produce bulk chemicals. For example, the oxidation of acetaldehyde to acetic acid is a major process, as is the oxidation of cyclic ketones like cyclohexanone to dicarboxylic acids such as adipic acid, which are crucial monomers for polymers like nylon. Understanding these large-scale applications connects our chemical knowledge to real-world impact and technological advancements, highlighting the legacy of these fundamental reactions. You've journeyed through the most challenging aspects of oxidation. Here are 5 advanced practice questions designed to push your analytical and problem-solving skills to their limits. These questions demand a deep understanding of mechanisms, selectivity, and synthetic applications. Take your time, analyze each problem carefully, and apply all the concepts we've discussed. Success at this level means you're truly ready for G Advanced. And now, for the final set of 5 questions, truly testing your mastery of aldehyde and ketone oxidation. These problems combine multiple concepts, requiring you to think critically and integrate your knowledge across different topics. Approach them with confidence, drawing upon all the insights gained from our hardest level discussion. Excelling here demonstrates a comprehensive grasp of the subject, preparing you for the most complex challenges in organic chemistry. You've got this. Congratulations on completing this in-depth exploration of aldehydes and ketones oxidation. From basic definitions to advanced mechanisms and real-world applications, you've gained a comprehensive understanding. Remember, consistent practice and conceptual clarity are your best tools for cracking G Advanced. For more such engaging and comprehensive educational content, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for regular updates and new lessons. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing your limits. See you in the next session.